I was playing billiards with someone knowing full well that there was no way out. I still went ahead and bet everything I had. My opponent, seeing how immersed I was thrilled. A few companions nearby also wanted a piece of my fortune. Just as they were about to divide up the spoils, I spoke up and raised the bet by $5 million. They were overjoyed at the new amount. The more I bet, the more they would profit. At that moment, the female owner of the billiards hall callously put up the entire billiard hall and the property as her stake. She thought she could win everything from me, but little did she know, she was the prey. I had once been a god of billiards, but I retired. After tiring of the endless fights 20 years later, my wife passed away, and it was just me and my son recently. My son had been set up to lose $200,000, nearly taking his own life. Luckily, I arrived just in time. When I found out my brother-in-law had taken my son to gamble on football, I immediately sensed something was off. I realized that my brother-in-law was secretly plotting to take my fortune. He had been unhappy when my sister left her assets to me. He had been manipulating everything behind the scenes. Seeing how my son was nearly destroyed, I took him straight back to the billiards hall for revenge, but my son begged me to return home. At that moment, my brother-in-law said slyly, "We'll win the money back." What we didn't know was that he had already teamed up with the female owner of the hall. They had planned to win everything I had, even bringing in the reigning billiards champion. The female owner explained the rules to us. At the start of the game, she intentionally instructed the champion to let me win. The champion deliberately shot balls close to the pockets, making it easy for me to pocket them. But I had already seen through the scheme. I smiled and told my son, pretending to be happy, that I was going to win back everything. I raised the bet again. The champion thought I had fallen for it and played the 7-ball close to the pocket. I saw through his move, but I chose to let it go. My son, seeing this, was confused, because the shot was easy to make. The champion thought the 7-ball was too difficult and deliberately left it in a more obvious spot, but I chose to forgo that shot as well. The others in the room were anxious. At this point, the female owner proposed a $5,000 base bet, no upper limit. I knew this was my chance for revenge, so I agreed without hesitation. My son, worried I might lose, reminded me that this was exactly how he lost $300,000, but I ignored him and pulled out my $200,000 bank card to raise the bet. The female owner was secretly pleased. The champion also decided to go all in, preparing for a decisive move. But when I broke the rack, I had secretly set a trap. Sure enough, the champion missed his first shot. Everyone was shocked. The champion, unfazed, played the ball towards the edge of the table. Because in this situation, no one could pot the ball. Everyone thought I would back down, but I raised the bet again. People in the room thought I was a fool. The female owner was confident and immediately staked the billiard hall. I pulled out my wife's inheritance and 2 city apartments worth $2 million each, a total value of $5 million. The female owner couldn't put up more. Seeing that she was about to lose, my brother-in-law took out his assets to help the female owner raise the stakes. My son finally understood everything. He realized that it was all a trap set by my brother-in-law. He was jealous because my wife left everything to me. He arrogantly declared that I would lose this game. My son was full of guilt, hoping to